Hello, this is our response to question 4 of our evaluation. We used many media technologies for our advanced portfolio.
We are going to talk about what media technologies were used for our construction, research and planning and evaluation of the short film, poster and radio trailer.
Firstly, we're going to talk about our school's iMacs.
Our iMacs have lots of memory capacity for large files to be saved, so we never had to be worried about situations where I had to delete crucial videos such as previous drafts that are used to reflect our progress. iMacs also have really good RAM as well, so we were able to render and export final products really quickly to be able to put onto our blog. iMacs also allowed us to gain great access to programs such as Final Cut and GarageBand, which are exclusive to Apple systems.
Final Cut Pro allowed us to sequence all of our videos for our research and planning and short film itself very well. All we needed to do was drag our selected clip from my event library and drag it into the timeline and place it wherever we wanted. This video is also being created using Final Cut Pro.
It was really easy for me to use when I was editing the short film. It is simple to use because of the things like the blade tool. It allows the users to trim videos with no hassle. All you need to do is press B and click what you want to trim. All the effects basically works by dragging the effect and placing it onto the area you want on the timeline.
However, Final Cut Pro has its drawbacks, such as freezing randomly when the program cannot handle the frame rate of the video. GarageBand did a lot for us in our construction process of our advanced portfolio. GarageBand allowed us to edit any voiceovers for our short film and convert them into MP3 files, which are able to be recognized by Final Cut Pro and can be imported into the events library. Final Cut only accepts certain file formats such as MP3 and AAC. This voiceover you are hearing now is going to be added to GarageBand and edited to a standard where you can hear my voice properly.
GarageBand also played a big role in making our radio trailer. Since the radio trailer is just pure sound, we use GarageBand to make the radio trailer file.
Our Panasonic cameras at the sixth form are simply camcorders that record in HD. What this did is give our short film that look of professionalism, and it looks reliable to the viewers. We also use these cameras to film our media techniques and focus group videos in our research and planning.
What tripods did is allow us to basically have attention to control use of the camera in our short film because the camera sits still on a tripod. All we have to do is press record and move only the tripod if we're doing things like panning, etc.
Photoshop allowed our group to get things done really easily. We created posters, simple images and mood boards using Photoshop. It's easy and simple to use because placing images and editing them is straightforward. All you need to know is how to place your layers in the correct way and know how to use the FX tools appropriately.
ZELTX is an internet software for script writing.
We obviously like to use this internet-based software to add a sense of realism to our production. Also, it makes things easier for our main director, who is Aminul, to understand what needs to be done whilst filming.
The only drawback to ZELTX was that we needed to rely on the internet connection to go on the site. Sometimes our computer's internet did not work because of technical issues. We used the internet for research and planning things about our short films and socio-realism films. The internet has loads of resources to look at for research purposes.
We uploaded all our videos we created to YouTube. Uploading to YouTube allows us to embed our videos into our blog because YouTube gives us the option to do so. Also, YouTube allows us to edit videos if we've done a mistake, such as making the video too long. YouTube gives us the option to trim the video down.
A lot of documents were created using the software Microsoft Office. Microsoft Office is a great software that allows us to produce documents with lots of information. We did recognize that using Office to present our work can be very bland.
We use Storyboard Pro to obviously create storyboards in our planning of the short film. Doing this makes it more easy for us to understand what we really want to do when we film. We are not spontaneous. However, we do not follow these storyboards all the time because in reality, whilst we film, we think of even better ideas when we are filming, and we want to add those shots to make our short film look even better.
Sometimes we use different methods to present things on our blog using Prezis and Powtoon. What we hope this does is make the blog more fun to explore when someone visits it.
We had some podcasts on our blog. We felt that this allows people to just consume our information we are trying to say easily with no hassle. A big problem is that it does surprisingly take a lot of time to upload onto the site that hosts the podcast. Also, I use Adobe After Effects to create our short film credits. The reason being that it allows us to use more interesting titles. Final Cut titles options look very amateur-like. The problem with After Effects is that it takes a painful amount of time to render the clips that I created.
Finally, we use Blogger to create blogs. Blogger allows us to create the website really easily because the dashboard is just really easy to use.
Since my foundation portfolio, I think quite a lot of my skills developed during my advanced portfolio. Firstly, my presentational skills increased. This is evident in my research and planning. In my foundation portfolio, some of my videos analysis were in the form of annotations using YouTube video editing. This year, all of my videos for research were made on Final Cut. I gathered that videos that are made on Final Cut are better to watch for the viewer. The way my digital technology skills increased were good. I now know how to use Final Cut very well. Our first and second drafts were created with no hassle. Also, my Photoshop skills have increased. My Photoshop images that I create look a lot more better now. On the blog, most of the images made on the scroll bar is by me on Photoshop. I thought adding the scroll bar will make the blog look a lot more professional as well. I knew how to use Adobe's After Effects better. I could manage to render with no problem, unlike last year. The problem I had last year was it wasn't explicit enough to me how to render my project. This year I took some photos with my camera. Before I didn't know how to save stuff from the camera on my SD card to my personal computer. This year I know how to do it. Because of my digital technology skills increasing, my post-production was also very quick and simple. My research and planning skills increased as well this year. To make things faster, our group all analyzed films from one genre, which was the social realism genre. We were sure we were going to do this genre for a short film, so there was no reason to do other genres. This saved us time and we gathered proper research to put into our short film.
The skills that I improved this year are my editing skills on Final Cut. Back in AS I was poor at editing my videos. This therefore ended up in me taking a considerable amount of time to create my videos. This is evident in my research as some of the edited videos at the start were not up to the required standard. I've improved my use of Final Cut and used a variety of tools in which made my videos efficient and therefore it looked more professional and were easily accessible. Although it is not obvious, personally this year I think I did my research at a much faster pace. It is mainly due to me learning how to embed text and everything that is required into the video that I'm analysing. My recording skills have vastly improved over the past 2 years. I was not really efficient with the use of the camera as I never really had much experience with cameras before this course. I've learned a variety of techniques digitally based in regard with the camera to improve my overall confidence with this digital device. I can post on this blog efficiently and confidently because I know how to use the Blogger dashboard properly. This in turn allows me to upload finished and drafted videos so that we can see the progression of the portfolio. I like to use CELTX the most because it made things really easy for me to write up the script. CELTX was very simplistic in terms of getting the script up to standard. This therefore is better to use than Word as its main purpose is to write up the script, unlike the use of Microsoft